Hey guys, what is up? So, the topic that we are going to talk about today is about change. So, what is change? Change is basically a process of transformation, of change from what you are now to what you want to become. Okay, this could be a positive change wherein you take positive actions, positive affirmations, or it could be a negative change wherein you take negative actions and negative affirmations. So, these changes can be made in two ways. Now just imagine that you have just gotten out of a breakup, okay, just gotten out of a relationship, you are going through a very bad phase of a breakup, okay. Now what is it that you choose? Now this breakup could have been under two circumstances. The first is an external circumstance of change or a breakup in our example for now, wherein we say that the change or the process of change was initiated by some external situations, circumstances or a person who wasn't you. So in such a situation, you are obviously changed. Why? Because you are not right now in a relationship. But again, this was something that was initiated outside of you, not within you. And because of the very same reason, the probability of you getting back into a relationship with the very same person or very same situation or circumstance is again high. Now the other side is when the change happens from within your own self. Now in this circumstance or in this situation, we just take out the very same, we just carry forward the same example of a breakup. Okay. Now in the very same situation, you just have that one day wherein you wake up and you are like, yes, I have actually moved on from it and there is nothing else that can stop me now. That is the point wherein you decide your own self that yes, you should move on and this change has really occurred. Now you have a very less probability, you still have a probability, but the probability is very less that you might go and end up into a relationship with the very same person or situation or circumstance, no matter what it is. Now this is what it is about how the change can happen. It could be an external situation or an internal self-driven change. Now, how is it that we really make changes? So that is the question that we should focus upon, right? So there are three easy steps wherein we can go and make changes. The first is the acceptance of making a change. The second step is about making the change actually. And the third and the very important stage is living up to those changes. And this is something that makes or breaks anyone's change journey. Now let's talk more about it. The first thing, that is accepting the change. Now imagine that you are driving a car. The car obviously runs on petrol and is driven by tires, right? Now the tire of your own car has been weared out. It does not have any friction, any grip over it. Now you know this. You have to accept the fact that yes, the change has to be made. But the very fact that you are accepting that the change has to be made won't change the tires automatically. You will have to go to the second step, that is actually go out there and make the change, make the tires replaced. You have to go to the garage or the mechanic and then get the tires changed. And if you don't do so, you know that there is nothing as a real change that has happened. You just mentally thought of it and nothing actually articulated. And the third step, which is again very important, is that living up to it. It is like this new set of tires that you have just put on to your vehicle. They are not going to last for a lifetime. They have a lifespan on it, right? And when they are going to be weared out again, you will have to go again to the very same mechanic or any other garage which is there and then get it changed again. And this is something that has to go into loop. So what is the first step? The first step obviously is accepting the very essence that you have to change. The second step is about making the change, living up to it, taking the decision and just going out there and making the change. And the third step, very easy, is keeping on making and living by the changes. You have to live by it. Now this is what it is about, the whole process of making changes and how changes can be made. This is easy. Now before I go, there is a very small tidbit which I would like to share with you. The very gap between expectations and reality is stress. And if you really have to minimize the stress, you will have to change. You will have to change the perspective of your reality and bring it closer to your expectations, which is not a really good idea. Or you will have to change the perspective, or you will have to change your thinking about what your expectations are and bring it closer to your reality, so that you give out more and more efforts of your own self so as to work towards your dreams, towards your goals, towards your passions, so that you are out there all guns out and just take and make everything that you always wish to do. So this was all about my time. This was all about change. It was all of my time. This was Shlok signing off.